Welcome, everyone, to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Robin Zimmerman. And as you know, we bring you our show from the fabulous Pat Conroy Literary Center, which is located in downtown Beaufort. And we always have the executive director of the center, and that's Jonathan Haupt with us. Welcome.
Thanks, Robin. Nice to be back with you.
We've got a lot to talk about today, particularly this interesting Pulpwood Queens book club. It is the largest book club in the country with 1,000 members and a chapter right here in Beaufort. So tell us about the connection between the Pulpwood Queens and the center.
It's a fascinating story, but we'll do the abbreviated version. Yes. The Pulpwood Queens were created by Kathy L. Murphy, who lives in Texas, and she, for a long time, owned the only bookstore/beauty shop in the country, Beauty in the Book, and that was the headquarters for the Pulpwood Queens. But every year they have this wonderful convention, traditionally called Girlfriends Weekend, and they've had authors from all over the country come and participate, and they kept trying to get Pat Conroy to come year after year after year, and he wouldn't do it. He couldn't understand why he should. But when his daughter Melissa's children's book came out, Poppy's Pants, he thought, well, this is a fun thing we could go do together. So they went and they got there, they had a great time. But they realized that there was this auction every year for, at that point, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And all the authors were expected to bring something, and he has come unequipped. So in honor of his daughter's book, Poppy's Pants, Pat, according to legend, took off his own pants, signed them, and donated them for the fundraiser auction that year. And they sold for $1,000 to a writer named M.L. Malcolm, who turned around and donated them to Kathy, the woman who organized the event. Kathy told me that she had this custom shadow box made, which cost her $800. So now $1,800 have been spent on a stained pair of Pat Conroy's pants. But it created this wonderful philanthropic relationship with the Pulpwood Queens. So after Pat passed away, they decided that the fundraiser auction should be for the Conroy Center. And it has been for the past few years. And those funds are what we then use to support our Low Country Book Club convention, which we do in September.
So the dates are January the 11th through the 16th.
Right, Tuesday through a Sunday.
And there is this live auctions online, so you can start bidding on the 11th, I guess. And the different types of items that will be on the auction?
Yeah, they're all author-donated items, which makes it really special. It's authors supporting the Conroy Center with gifts that are generally signed memorabilia related to their books in some way. Occasionally be clothing or jewelry or artwork that's inspired by a character or a setting. So it's wonderfully unique and deeply personal items. And that auction has never been open to the public before. It's always been exclusive to the convention, but because it's online through charityauctionstoday.com, it's available to the public those days.
And so it will be part of the convention, and the Pat Conroy Center will be very involved in the convention, and also your intern. So tell us about that.
That's right. Yeah. Holland Perryman, our original Conroy Center intern, got to present with me at this year's convention in January of this year. So in the 2022 convention, all three of the interns, Holland, Millie Bennett, and Alicia Aurora, and I are going to present together about how Conroy Center programs helped created the Daylo Book Club at Beaufort High School, which has become such a big deal here in Beaufort. So we're doing that on Saturday of the convention. And then Sunday after the auction closes, I'm also helping with the awards presentation, and I get to announce publicly how much money has been raised by the auction.
And so let's go back to the auction again. The money will come back to the Pat Conroy Literary Center for exactly what again?
It funds our annual Low Country Book Club convention, which is usually held the last weekend in September, open to the public, to book clubs, or people interested in joining book clubs from all over the Low Country.
And we are in the holiday season. We have a lot of tourists and really residents that like to enjoy the Pat Conroy Literary Center. So what are your hours?
That's right. We are holding to our usual hours, which are Thursday through Sunday, noon to 4, with private tours often offered every so often. But we will close Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day, so our volunteers can be with their friends and family.
All right. And so thank you so much, Jonathan Haupt, the Executive Director of the Pat Conroy Literary Center. Happy holidays to you. And we'll be right back with North of the Broad in just a moment.